Guys, and welcome back to another episode of Non-League to Premier League here with Bar City. Currently somehow sitting top of the table after 15 games played after getting promoted in our first season. We also are currently 4 points clear from second place Rochdale, 5 points clear of Southend, who do have a game in hand, with 7 points clear from fourth. Very far clear, 11 points up from Telford. So somehow, after looking probably to avoid relegation this season, we are looking towards the playoffs with the way we've been playing recently. Come up today against SC Halifax. Should be an interesting game. Our last game was only a few days ago, so we may need to rotate a little bit in here. I need to fill on here, and there's a way of not that club, get rid of those. So it's starting to only show me players over here. Fixture's not going to get any game time. The only people here really are Sweeten, Jones, who was unhappy because he wants to start more games, but I have listed him because I'm not willing to argue with the players here. Gibbons, I really need rid of. Paco Voki coming on the bench there easily for Brad Ash. I am going to go with Dolan today. Pete, Jenkins, Davies, Alred, Russ, Tilton, Georgie, Partal, Batten, Jones, and probably Casagrande in goal. Whilst Richards have been crying for more games, he's just nowhere near as good as Casagrande. So I head into this match, as always, with some high hopes. Somehow battling at the top of the table, so to be honest, I'm not even expecting promotion this season, but then again, I wasn't really last season, and we did make promotion. So we'll see what happens this season, but I'm expecting, with the way we're going, to end the season probably in and around the playoffs. We may just drop out later on into the season, down into the likes of 8th or 9th, but that would be a brilliant season for us regardless. First time up in the National League. A few of the signers have been really clever, but what I like about the team is if I look at, for example, the starting lineup today, 2, 4, 5, 6 of these players were with me when I started this save, and 5 of the players are new. We're looking towards hopefully Dolan doing something because Afoki's been brilliant. We all know, I say it all the time. Remember the name Paco Avoki because he has been brilliant so far since he signed for us. But players like Peake have done well. Georgiou at left back have done well. Casagrande's done very well in goal. It's really the likes of Dolan and the other kind of backup players are expected to come in the team and easily fill the void for the players that haven't really stepped up yet. I'm expecting a very tired team this game. Like I said, I think the last game was only 2 or 3 days ago. But keeping up the sharpness, keeping up the focus. As we look to push on here, 25 minutes in. Ball into Jenkins Davies out wide to Pete now. Now, play the ball in and Dolan, I reckon, can header it in. But Pete just delays that cross for absolutely no reason. Tilton steps in long towards Dolan. He's beaten to it. Really need to start playing that ball into the box sooner, I reckon. Especially when we have the likes of Dolan on the pitch. And that's the kind of ball I'm on about. And that's what I was saying. Get that ball in, and Dolan will win it in the air. He's a brilliant striker to have as the backup to Avoki. And you'll see, like I said, just get the ball in, and Tilson straight back to Georgiou. Didn't even think about it. First time cross. Keeper comes out in no man's land, and Dolan with a completely free header puts Bath City 1-0 up in the 25th minute, and we do look good for it. We are dominating this game, and it's been an unbelievable start to this campaign. And you start to think to yourself, we are untouchable. Our team instruction work ball into the box. Jenkins Davies on the corner. Who can he pick out? Almost Dolan again. Fields to Tilson. Jenkins Davies to Tilson. Good save there by the Halifax keeper, keeping the score at 1-0. 10 minutes left of the first half, and it's been a pretty dominant display. Not something us Bath City fans are used to in real life. With our most recent fixture being, I believe it was a 4-0 loss yesterday. I didn't manage to go and watch it, but to be honest, I'm glad I didn't. So I've seen a lot of talk online about how poor the performance was yesterday. I mean, apparently looked reasonably good in the first half, went into half-time 1-0 down. But second half, disaster start. We conceded 3 and lost the game 4-0. And with the amount of games that are being postponed for Bath, we are looking down in relegation, although we do have a few games in hand. But if we don't start winning a few, we could seriously be looking at relegation this year in real life. Jones giving the ball away, but it lands back to him. Alvarez again, who after the first season he barely played, he's now become a mainstay within the team. And the keeper again having a howler there in the Halifax net. He comes out for a ball, he's nowhere near it. And let's watch that again. It's Alvarez. He whips at him with his right foot. It looks like Dollins there, and he does enough to put the keeper off. And Pete just behind him heads that home just before the half-time whistle. And Bath head into half-time at 2-0. But you will notice some of our players were knackered. Luckily, half-times came at a perfect time. And we will head into the second half with the same lineup. But I expect before long there'll be a few changes coming in. Tired legs out there. Lots of fixtures coming up, only a few days apart. And this is why I brought in so many players, especially players who could rotate in well. Because it gives me a chance to reset the team, adjust the team, bring in fresh legs, and ensure everyone's getting rested. At times last season I was building the team, and after not even 20 minutes they were looking knackered. And you can see that now with some of my players. Parcel's looking tired. Byron can come on. Pete's looking tired. Keita Diarra will come on out wide. Jones tired at right back. I need to learn to put a right back on my bench because I haven't been. And I will live to regret it, I'm sure. As a young Botswana and DM Warrior comes on at right back. He's played there a couple of times this season. But that must be a position I need to look at or ensure I have on the bench. Because it happens all too often that my right back gets tired. I don't seem to have a replacement on the bench for them. I need to pay more attention to that. I'm talking about the right back position. We've just been beaten way too easy down our left. And that's an easy goal there for Halifax. And that all comes from that right back position. I'm not too surprised, to be honest. Quite a tired team out there still. Georgiou wants to come off. Russ, Alves, Jenkins, Davies. We will bring Jenkins Davies off because I know I have the man Beardmore on the bench. The only players I have left are attacking players, but it's not so much attacking players that need replacing. Regardless, we're going to bring Avoki on. Beardmore's going to go out the right. Dolan will join Avoki up top. At possession, Dolan's going to jump up there. Tilson move across. Ross will jump back. And let's do that for now. So at a time where I should be trying to defend the lead, if anything, I've gone more attacking in these last 20 minutes or so. Could leave us a bit exposed at the back, taking away a midfielder and bringing in another striker. Or we could score another goal. Let's see how these final 15 minutes go here. A solid performance from us again. Unlucky to concede that goal. Outdone in our defence almost immediately after making the subs and having to bring on Waruha at the right back. You know, that's not really his position. But this is why you have so many players rotate the team. And we're looking to see out the game now in the final 3 minutes of stoppage time. And it looks like hopefully we will come up winners here. Doesn't look to be another highlight. And it's a good 2-1 win. That was a good win for us. Every win really is a good win for us, especially with the position we are in. We never thought we'd be at the top of the table, if I'm honest. But there we are. And that is our 5th straight win. Quickly doing his press conference. One day I'll pay attention to him. But we'll have a look. Top of the table. The best goal difference with 19. We scored 36, conceded 17. Southend conceding only 9 so far this season. So their defence is obviously doing really well. In the past 5 games, a 3-2 win, a 3-2 win, a 3-1 win, a 3-2 win, a 2-1 win. So our clean sheets have started to disappear. At the start of the season, we were doing well in terms of clean sheets, but not so much now. So we end up still top of the table after 16 games, with the next game being up against Sutton United, who are currently somehow in 6th, with a poor run of form in their last 5 games. If you did enjoy this episode, please do leave a like, please do subscribe, and I'll catch you next time. Goodbye.